Resident Evil 1 is horrible. I went into this game thinking it would be great. Oh man, was I wrong. I get it. I get the impact it has had on the genre. I understand all that stuff. I've seen people rant to me like crazy. One of my best friends, this is his favorite game ever, and he has explained hundreds of times why this is like a masterpiece. But call me crazy, I like games to be, what's the word? Fun. You know you're grasping at straws when people start using like flaws in the game balance to be like, no, but it adds to the feeling, you know? Sure, buddy. I almost don't want to argue with you from how sad this is of an argument. You clearly just really want to like this really bad game. Now, don't get me wrong. The parts that this pioneered, like the survival horror genre in general, the things it did for it are incredible. I love the way it makes you manage your inventory. I just think that part is busted and doesn't lead to anything interesting, and it more so just leads to really like campy and terribly slow gameplay. It's bad. Zero indication of what you're supposed to do next. I get how everyone's like, oh well, this was back when they had game manuals. Yeah, I feel like we need to start having this discussion. That was a terrible age of gaming, and just because that was how it was back then isn't a good excuse for the game. I'm still allowed to criticize the fact that you needed a manual to even play this video game as a criticism. How are you ever immersed in a video game if every 5 seconds you need to check a piece of paper and you're reminded that you're in the real world? Old version of the game, the cutscenes are absolutely hilarious, but they are so few and far between that it doesn't matter. There's so many older games that are way funnier than this game that also have way more density of cutscenes without tons of terrible gameplay in between. I'll get into future Resident Evils later because literally one of the Resident Evils is in like my top 10, and I think that this series has done great things. I have no idea how people defend this game. Survival horror, more like surviving my time with this game because it's so bad.